Here we are for round 2 of Jordan Klepper in Hungary. This time, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a little bit more of what the political atmosphere looks like in Hungary and how the opposition kind of deals with the original Donald Trump, Viktor Orban. This is going to be both informational and amusing. Jordan Klepper does his thing as he usually does, but we also get to get an idea of what exactly it looks like in the Hungarian political situation. You guys tell me what you think in the comments.
Early in my Hungarian trip, I had watched the intensity of Fidesz supporters with just a hint of familiarity.
Today's president in USA is it's fake.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
Dude, this is literally the argument I had with the person in the comment section that says that these people don't exist. They exist. They don't just exist in our country even. They exist in Hungary. I feel so validated.
Made me feel right at home. But you can't always judge a country by its far-right rallies. So I hit the streets.
I want to talk to the people of Budapest, the Budapest, or the
Budapestians.
Budapescatarians, who tend to be more progressive and support the opposition party.
And like actual pescatarians, they can smell that Orban's power grab is a little bit fishy.
He is an autocrat.
Orban is Putin's guy.
Hogy igazából, ami egy látványos változás, így, hogy lényegében a kultúrát sok csapás érte.
As an academic and a student and a teacher, I feel myself a victim of this ruthless illiberal regime as well.
What does your sign say?
Demokrácia van Magyarországon, diktátor.
This I get. Orban is a dictator. Clean. All right, let me try my head at this. Putin is a...
Putin pincsi.
Pinchy. Why is Orban Putin's lapdog?
Nyolja neki a feneki...
Ass-licking.
A szavambú mondta. A segít nyolja.
What is Hungarian for ass licking?
Shagnyaló.
Shagnalo.
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 Yes,
Ass
All right, we just all learned something together. Shagnalo.
We have Shagnalo in America, too.
So not only was there ass-licking in Hungary, there was even some dissent. But I didn't see any of this perspective reflected in the many, many political ads I saw around town. In fact, even though we were days away from a national election, I only saw one candidate in the streets and on TV, Viktor Orban. I talked to independent journalist Szabolcs Pányi to find out why that is.
Orban has lost 2 elections in 1994 and 2002 that he blamed on the media. When he came back to power in
Sounds familiar. It's in the playbook.
2010, he changed the country's constitution. He enacted a new media law. Media starts to broadcast pro-Orban propaganda.
Wow.
In America, you have Fox News. Here, it's basically the state itself that's broadcasting right-wing propaganda. And I guess that's a big appeal to lots of consumers.
You better get out and vote, or are we going to be looking at the same thing?
Conservatives.
So if you turn on the TV, you're mostly going to see essentially just a wall-to-wall Tucker Carlsons.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but like cheap
Ooh.
Eastern European editions, yeah.
Right. Is there a Smirkanish in the bunch?
Sorry?
A Smirkanish? Small, grumpy CNN guy?
No, I don't think so.
So how does having a Smirkanish-less media landscape impact the political system? For answers, I went to the leader of the opposition party, Peter Markizoy.
Markizoy, how's it going? Jordan Klepper.
Doing good.
When we met, Peter Markizoy was challenging Orban for the prime ministership, which was not an easy task.
State media is 100% controlled by Orban, to the extent that the entire opposition only gets 5 minutes live airtime on state media in 4 years. And I got that 5 minutes as the prime ministerial candidate of the entire opposition Wednesday morning, 8 a.m.
That's prime time, that's drive time.
Absolutely. So you cannot complain, right?
You got morning show time. Gayle King makes the best use of that time.
A few minutes before, a few minutes after, Orban was speaking, and he was lying about us, and I get 5 minutes in 4 years.
You got to know how to use that time efficiently. If you had to boil your ideas down to one.
And we think we have it bad. We get so upset about so many things, and our media, as bad as it is, at least at this point, there are at least 2 points of view. And obviously, if you can find it, you can find a third point of view. But man, do we really want to be there?
One sexy sound bite. What would that be?
State media, they own all regional daily newspapers, they own all FM radios in this country, and they are spreading fake news and smear campaigns, allegations, hate campaigns.
That's good. That's still wordy.
So how do you fight back when the odds are so stacked against you?
Only chance for us who believe in European values, in the rule of law, in justice, is to band together. And we are very diverse. It's a very big coalition.
Catalin Che is the leader of the Momentum movement, which is not a revamped cable company, but rather a youth party in Marky Zoe's coalition, which also includes leftists and even a party that has neo-Nazis in it.
Used to have neo-Nazis in it.
The party used to have neo-Nazis. They're no longer neo-Nazis.
No.
How X are the neo-Nazis?
Interestingly enough, they are a party I used to protest against. And now we are working together because we believe in the basic foundations of a country based on democracy and rule of law.
This
Wow. You want to talk about strange bedfellows.
really feels like we're at the apocalyptic goal line. Whoever can get on board, let's get on board.
Wow.
Well, the stakes are too high.
It's like Suicide Squad. Did you see Suicide Squad?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Even the neo-Nazis are joining up. You know it's bad.
Of course I did.
Actually, I didn't. Is it like Suicide Squad?
No.
No. Shit.
But even with 6 parties, relying on campaign coverage that could fit into a single TikTok video is a hard obstacle to overcome. Still, there are independent journalists like Szabolcs in Hungary, and they're trying to get the truth out.
I mostly try to scrutinize Orban's relationship to Vladimir Putin.
So business is booming.
Yeah. While I was investigating his Russian ties back in 2019, I was under surveillance. My phone was infected with an Israeli spyware. It's called Pegasus. And I was surveilled for a 7-month period.
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
This all sounds like Bond villainy. Is everything in Eastern Europe just sort of feel like you're in the middle of like Act 2 of a decent Bond movie? Like one of the Daniel Craig ones, not one of those bullshit Brosnan ones?
That's a good conversion, yeah.
So the government used Israeli software to surveil you, but it's just you. It's not the people you were in contact with.
Well, they were not after me. They wanted to find my sources.
But do they know the difference between like an informant and a source and just like
No.
a friendly celebrity from out of town?
No. The problem is that this software can even hack your encrypted communication, like WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, everything.
So the government...
Well, that's bad news for all you conservatives out there that are using WhatsApp and Signal to try to, beat the government. Sounds like y'all about to get a Pegasus in your life.
knows all your contacts.
And has access to all my messages.
Hold on one second. You don't happen to know my wife's phone number, do you?
Oh, man, that is amazing. Well, the one thing I have to say about that, guys, is at least we can say that we haven't gone that far yet. But if you don't get out there and vote, and if you don't stop all this craziness from continuing on, we're going to be right there with them. So let's not let that happen. Let's make sure that it doesn't happen. All right, guys. Have a good one.